Let's go up a little bit higher. I'm up in the bedroom. George is down in the basement. He's painting. There we go. The burn's getting better. It's a little bit lighter. My goodness. Got my coffee. For those of you who love the fact that I have coffee, and for those of you who hate the fact that I drink coffee while I do a video, I'm having coffee with my friends. So, and before I do a video, I always spray my Bath and Body Works, like whatever fragrance I have on hand. I have Japanese cherry blossom. I have the warm vanilla sugar, something like that. And I have this vanilla bean Noel. Dee, I know you told me you don't like this scent anymore, but I have just this one little one left. I think this is it. This was from last Christmas. Still has the scent, so I just sprayed myself, and I'm thinking, isn't this kind of silly? Like, you guys can't smell this, but smell. What do you think? It's like I don't know, I like it. It's a vanilla-y scent. I am on day, of my taper? I'm on day 4. I did my 8 o'clock pill, I did my noontime pill, and at 4 p.m., which I don't have a clock up here. Oh, I have a watch on. Silly me, 2:31. At 4 o'clock, I'll take my 0.5. And yeah, milligram of Ativan. I'm tapering Ativan for people who don't know what I'm talking about. What is she talking about? I'm on step 2 at 3.5 milligrams. They say to do it 3 to 4 weeks. I had some heart skipping, like weird heart feelings, like just weird feelings. I've been awake since 1:30, so about 5 o'clock this morning, I started to get this weird sensation, and I told myself, you're not going to panic. I just laid there. I was playing one of my games on my phone, and then I finally got up and went to the bathroom, and I got a drink of water, and my heart settled itself down. So I know I'm going to have like little weird feelings every now and then. I do want to buy some caffeine-free decaf coffee, and make a pot of it just for me. I don't know, George might drink decaf iced coffee. I'll have to ask him. This is exciting because there's birthdays today. So Aaron, I've known Aaron forever. Aaron, happy birthday. I did send you a birthday greeting on Facebook. I was on Facebook in the middle of the night, and I put a couple posts on, and I changed my profile picture to our wedding rings, and I asked to join a group called Agoraphobia, because I have agoraphobia pretty bad, and so I'll have to see if I'm admitted into that group. And I posted just some little things that I find, I want to start putting some pictures on, and just talking about my day and whatever. But Aaron, I did wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday, honey. I hope it's really great. And Diane, my friend Diane, I know things are rough. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And I also sent you just, how they say, if there's birthdays, send a greeting. But I wanted to tell you on here that I hope you have an amazing birthday. And it looks like the next one is November 6th. Is the next birthday. So I got Aaron's and I got Diane's. I love doing that. So yeah, I've been up since 1:30. Don't ask me why. I know that was Billy Joel that sang that, right? Don't ask me why. Woke up to go to the bathroom because I made myself a nice little cup of tea when I was laying in bed last night. We're watching this this series called Poldark, Poldark. It takes place between like 1780 and 18 something, 1812 or something. I don't know. There's 5 seasons. There's like 8 episodes per season. We've watched 2 or 3, maybe 3 episodes so far. It's okay. It's not anything I would want to watch again. There's a lot of bloodshed in it, which I have to look away. And George knows I have complex PTSD, and he knows that things like that really get me. Doesn't it look like I have eyeshadow on? But I don't. It's one of the perks, I guess, of getting old. I do have eyeliner. But that's interesting how pink my eyelids. I don't have eyeshadow on at all. But it looks like it, doesn't it? I have mascara on. What's new? When is everybody putting their Christmas tree up? Tell me when you're putting your Christmas tree up. Are you putting a Christmas tree up, first off? And if you are, when? We have an artificial tree in a box in the basement. We have everything we need for it. We can put it up whenever. Today's been busy. Today I cleaned all the floors. Today's Monday, so it's floor day. For those of you who remember my cleaning schedule, if I do one area a day, I stay caught up. So today's floor day. And I also swept down the stairs. So I got that done. And then we bundled our car insurance. So I had a policy and George had a separate policy. So we bundled the cars in one policy. And we talked to the insurance broker this morning. George has been working with him for years, and simple and easy, got it done. Got the new insurance cards effective today, so I needed to call my insurance company, which is the Hartford, through AARP, and cancel my policy. Of course, they don't let you cancel it online. You got to call them because then they want to, try and talk you out of it. And we got a much better deal. So we got that done, got the cards printed out, and so I'm getting a $34 refund, which will just go back in my account, so that's nice. Got that done. I made egg salad for lunch. We had a sandwich. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, got it done. Used paper plates or fine china, as that one woman on TikTok says. We used fine china. And everything's cleaned up. George got his walk in 25 minutes early. I did not walk yet. So I have to do my 10 minutes and then try and get another 10 minutes. But I can tell you, I am so tired. My head is splitting. My back is hurting like nobody's business. I have this muscle in my groin, left groin muscle, that decides it just wants to give out when I'm walking. It's kind of like somebody coming up behind you and kicking you in the back of your leg, your knee, and you fall. That's what it does. And I have to kind of catch myself so that I don't fall. So, that being said, I worked on my gem art. I got 5 numbers done now. My banyan tree, I'm on number 6. I did some reds yesterday. I did a dark gray today. Now I have a light gray next. So I'm moving ahead. I'm working on it every day a little bit. Tomorrow we're going to go to see his daughter and grandsons for an hour and take them their Halloween candy, and then stop at Walmart and pick up. He has a script, and I need either Dove soap or Noxzema. When I was a teenager and in my 20s and my 30s, all I used was Noxzema on my face. That's all. So if I can afford to get Noxzema, I'm getting Noxzema. So we'll do that after we leave his daughter's, and he needs to get gas in his car. So we'll make that all one trip while we're out, right? And then Wednesday, I'm going to drive down to my old stomping grounds and meet my old friend and have coffee. And then Wednesday night, we're going to go, we'll see how this goes for me. Around the corner is a school, and they're having the HOA yearly meeting, and they're encouraging all residents to attend. So this is our first time in an HOA, and it'll be our first meeting. So we're going to go and see what it's all about and see what issues people bring up, and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so that takes us to Wednesday. So Thursday, maybe over the weekend we'll put the tree up. I don't know. I feel like on one way I feel like I need to get through Thanksgiving before we put the tree up. On the other hand, it would be kind of nice to have Thanksgiving with the tree up. You know, it gets dark out earlier, and we could put the lights on the tree. I don't know. So let me know if you're putting a tree up. Are you getting a real tree, or do you have an artificial tree? And when are you putting it up? Have you started Christmas shopping? Are you doing Christmas shopping this year? I'm not doing any Christmas shopping for anyone on like my side, because I really, we don't exchange gifts over here on my side. And my son has a birthday this month, and then Christmas, and believe me, he's gotten his presents 100 times over. So I'll send him a text, and that's what he's getting. And there'll be a few things on George's side of the family that he does that he will take care of. That's on him. Cinnamon. What else? Yesterday, while George was painting, he has 2 paintings done. He has pumpkins, and he has a waterfall that are done. He's working on a painting with some jackets and a hat, and he's working on a sky with clouds and trees, and a teapot he's working on. So 2 are done, and they could be put on stretcher bars. Tomorrow he's going to take the wood over to his daughter's and cut the wood over there, because they have the right kind of saw over there. And we'll go and see the kiddos. And then we'll get the rest of the running done. We'll come home, and it's water the plant day tomorrow. What else? I still have not put my dresses on, even though I have everything now to wear dresses. Maybe tomorrow, since I'm going to go out. I'll do that. Maybe. Yesterday I was working on my gem art, and George was in the basement and he was painting, and I put on I was charging my phone, so I put a couple of videos on, I was watching The Weeping Widow. I don't know what her first name is. I watched her. This is her first video in like a year. She lost her husband and she's very ill herself. And so I was watching her, and she was talking about having black mold in her apartment, and she's in the process of moving, and she's very sick. And I thought, wow, that's awful. And then I couldn't take any more of that. It made me so sad. And then I went over and I was watching Hannah Lee Dugan, or Duggan, I don't know how you pronounce it. And she was talking about being down in the dumps and mentally not in a good place because of a situation with her family. And so then that made me sad. And then I thought, oh, can I find a video where people aren't sad? So I watched Little Poet. I think a bunch of you watched Little Poet, Susan and Desi, and she was doing a Q&A, and so I watched all of that. She's one of the few people that I watch from beginning to end, so I watched her. I like her a lot. She's 70, and she always gives me hope. I think about how I feel sometimes, and it's strange. It's like you're living with someone, and you're trying to get to know them, and you're getting to know them a little more each day, but there's just stuff you don't know, and you probably never will, you know? Like, you can just tell there's things that are never going to be spoken, and or something, I don't know, something. But I'm going to go. It's 17 minutes. I wanted to wish my happy birthdays. Turkey month. It's a nice month to have a birthday. And my son's birthday is the 21st. And there's a couple more birthdays yet in November, which I think you guys know I have these written down. I have to check my comments and see if anybody else has a birthday. If you commented that you have a birthday and I missed it, if it was the 1st, 2nd, or today and I missed it, happy birthday. And I will catch up, and I will still say happy birthday. I have my coffee and I come here and I sit and I just talk about my day because you guys are my friends, and I had someone say to me recently, I would just love to sit and have a cup of tea with you. And I feel like so often I just want to sit with someone and just hold their hands and just have someone tell me it's going to be okay. We are in the craziest time. Every day there's something new in the news that makes me shake my head. Things I don't understand. Things I never thought I would see in the United States. But one thing I do see is I see a lot of people reaching out, helping other people. People putting up little makeshift food pantries. I saw this guy on TikTok today. He started out with 2 coolers and a tote. And he went to Aldi and he spent like $150. And he filled these things. And he put a makeshift sign. Him and his sons made a sign. Free food pantry, take what you need, leave what you can. And people have started dropping off bags of food to add. And now he's got 6 totes and a couple coolers full of food. And cars 3 or 4 deep. I think that that's wonderful. I want to put a call into the Salvation Army and ask them if there's a particular family that I could help for Thanksgiving, or just for like now, you know. Between the food situation and the health insurance, I'm hearing so much talk about health insurance and the people losing their benefits and people having to drop their benefits because of the cost. I mean, okay, I have osteoporosis. Okay, there's not too much that I can do with that. I'm not going to take Fosamax. I'm taking my B12. B12? Is that what I'm taking? Hold on. Don't leave me. What am I taking? B12. Extra strength B12, 3 times a week. They're gummies. I take these 3 times a week, and I'm taking a prescription of D2, and so I have that going on. I have aches and pains because I have arthritis, and I have my anxiety, okay? And I'm doing my taper, and I'm on day 4. And I got to tell you, I'm so proud of myself that I'm even attempting this, giving this a try, being gentle and kind to my body, to be able to say, okay, I made it 4 days, which is only 4 days, but you've got to start somewhere, right? That I'm at 3.5 milligrams. This is day 2 of that. We'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm so tired, but I'm really proud of myself. And so my anxiety and my panic, they're not ever going to go away. Like, if I can get down to 2 milligrams, which is what my psychiatrist said, you know, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, but we can, even if we can get you down to 2 milligrams and you're good, perfect. We stay there. We stay there at 2 milligrams. And she said, I will work with you so that you don't feel it so much, the withdrawal, the taper. So I'm going to go another week, couple weeks, and see how I do at 3.5. And once it gets closer to the 16th, that's when I would fill my next script. So right now I think I'm doing pretty good. So there's been a thought in my head every now and then, like, should I drop my health insurance? You know, it would be an extra $205 in my check. But that's crazy to do that. I mean, I have to, you know, that's where you have to cut back on other things. And I know for a lot of people this year, Christmas isn't going to happen. Thanksgiving isn't. It just shouldn't be that way. It just shouldn't. And I'm in this house and I have space. And I keep saying to my son, come and stay with me. There's a furnished bedroom. Like, come and stay with me where maybe you could feel a little more comfortable and you can eat healthier. And no, he needs to be by himself. I don't know. I'm going to go and do my walk. And then I think I'm going to work a little more on my gem art. Because now I kind of like, you know, now that I'm doing it every day, I kind of like would like to get the next color done. I'll show you when I have a little more to it. So happy birthday to my friends. I hope you guys are doing as well as you can. I'm sending everybody love. I know we're struggling. We're all struggling, all of us. I'm going to add this. There's this girl on TikTok, this woman on TikTok. I think her name is Kayla with a C. And her husband had 3, or maybe it's her boyfriend, her and her boyfriend, I don't know. Well, she had 3 credit card debts, 2 credit cards and a personal loan debt. And she said she was giving herself 365 days to pay off $43,000 in debt. And she's in the Creators Club on TikTok, and she said that she was going to make micro payments on the first of the 3 cards. Well, she was able to pay off that first card she was working on. And so she was making micro payments based on the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of shares, and the engagement, right? Comments. And people are sending her money on Venmo and Cash App. And she now is working on her second card. And I think she has it down by something like $6,000 down from I don't know if it was beginning of October or mid-October. She definitely will get there. Her goal is 8,000, to get it down to 8,000. And you know, and she will. And she also, herself, she's making a monthly payment too. So she's making a monthly payment, and then she's doing what was a micro payment is now a macro payment, because she's adding everything up from donations. So I see people helping people. I see people helping people. And I think this just goes to show that with all the bad, there's so much good out there. There's so much good. Like, people find a way to, you know, spend that $20 at the Dollar Tree or whatever and add to somebody's little food pantry, you know. So I'm going to do my part, talk to George and say, what do you think? Who can we help? How can we help someone? And do that. Because it will make me feel good. And it'll make somebody else feel good too. So we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, I'll have a busy morning, but then afternoon I'm free. So you guys take care. Let me know about Christmas. Throw in the comments. Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for the tree, Christmas? Fill me in on what's happening.